Welcome back to Access Carolina. It's an historic milestone of great food and great stories. Greenville History Tours is celebrating 15 years since launching the first culinary tour in October of 2010. We've got John Nolan here, owner of Greenville History Tours. Welcome. 15 years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
I mean, that's, time flies, but people are loving this. It started with a partnership you had with Table 301 Restaurant Group. Talk about those early days, and it was the Chef's Table Culinary Tour.
Yeah, I took a tour in New York City and had never heard of food tours before that, and had an awesome time. And so came back to Greenville and pitched the idea to Carl, and Table 301 was willing to do it, and we have had an amazing ride since then.
Yeah, and I think it takes a visionary to go, yep, that's exactly the kind of thing that will keep people interested and learning and coming back for so many reasons.
Yeah.
And there are pictures right there. Talk about the experience that people would have at that early Sobeys tour.
Yeah, so the Chef's Table Tour is different every single time. I leave it up to the chefs what they want to make. So they might do something from the menu, they might do something that they just want to create for our guests. So it's amazingly varied, and it is unbelievably delicious.
Yeah, well, that's, you let the experts do what they do. You're like, I have no need for input. You guys have it handled.
Exactly.
All right, so people love that experience. They learn a little bit about along the way, and they're obviously, enjoying the great food and the great hospitality. And then over the years, you're adding other, you've added 5 other themed tours, and you've partnered with 80 other restaurants to feature the culinary scene, including barbecue. Let's talk about the Greenville Barbecue Trail.
Yeah, so that was the second tour I came up with, and plenty of people here in the South know about barbecue, but plenty of visitors don't. So I wanted to really feature places that have been around here for the longest. So we go to Micah Jeff's, Henry's, and Bucky's, and not only do they get an enormous amount of food, but they get to meet the owners and go behind the scenes and see the smokers and learn how they cook their meats. So in 9 years, I've only had 17 people who've ever finished all the food.
And their faces are on the walls of those restaurants. And then, so they're learning about the tried and true local favorites and Carolina-style barbecue.
Yes.
If people don't know the differences.
Yes, so yeah, I give a lot of barbecue history and talk about techniques and barbecue history related to Greenville, so yeah.
Very cool. And then when they're in the pit room, they learn everything from the smokers and just the barbecue history throughout the tour. And then, of course, with more than 230 restaurants in downtown Greenville, you always want to stay on top of the new restaurants. It's kind of tough to stay on top of it. So you created a whole tour about new restaurants.
Yeah, so yeah, there's always something new. And I try to visit them within a week after they open. So I'm trying, it's my job. I need to know.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
So I like to feature 3 restaurants that have opened in the past year so that people can go in, see what they're all about, taste something at each place, and maybe meet the owner, find out about what they're all about. So I think it's a great way for people to really just be exposed to these new things.
And they love to just have reason, because you could wander downtown, but you're there along the way to string together some stories and to say, this building used to still Talk about what that adds to the experience.
Yeah, so I started the business as Greenville History Tours. So history is still the core of all my tours. So we eat in a great amount of food, but I always have a lot of history so that people know the historic buildings that we're in, and just a lot of different aspects of Greenville that they can learn throughout the tour.
Yep, and I love when you add the food element too, because lots of people are happy, they're going to walk around, they're going to go on a regular Greenville history tour, they're going to see the sights. But invite people to stop into some restaurants along the way, and that really makes for a whole new experience.
Yeah.
And then, of course, coffee lovers certainly love your Greenville coffee tour. Lots of history, lots of caffeine in this.
Yes. And sometimes people are a little scared because they know they're getting a lot of caffeine, but we also have food at each stop, too.
Very good. All right, so you'll balance it out.
Yeah, so we have 30 independent coffee shops downtown now, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And so I like to kind of tell people what the coffee culture is all about. I guide them with some suggestions on what their specialty might be, but they actually get to pick what they want. And yeah, we feature foods that are often not found in any other restaurant.
Very cool. Good, I'm sure friendships are made, people have common interests, they enjoy learning all this together, and you've played a really vital role in documenting and preserving and sharing the city's cultural and culinary history. Talk about the impact that you've had and that you continue to make.
Yeah, I wrote a book on the history of Greenville's culinary scene, so that's the history of restaurants, so that made sense for me to do that. And, you know, as much as the food and the history are great, the people. I've met over 25,000 people on these culinary tours. And making those connections, getting them to know each other, that's what I love.
It's an awesome thing you're doing. Anything else you want people to know about Greenville history tours, your culinary tours, and just upcoming events? There's always something.
Yeah, look for what's next. Every year I'm trying to think what's the next tour, so keep your eyes out for a pasta tour. I know I've been saying that for a little bit, but that's hot on my list to have next.
A pasta tour,
Yeah.
you say? That, I could see a lot of opportunities for a pasta tour in Greenville. And of course, your book right here, people can get a hold of that how?
They're in local bookstores, yeah. Or
Check
through
them
me.
out, and Lost Restaurants of Greenville, and just enjoying the Greenville culinary scene. John, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Great, thank you.
And you can go online to book a tour, or you can purchase a gift card. Might be a nice gift for the holiday season. And there's a link in the As Seen On section of accesscarolina.com.